discussed so far, FSLA has been opposed and the bills did not pass. The next bill is a little bit different. We had concerns with the bill when it was initially filed, but we were able to support it by the time it passed thanks to changes made by the bill sponsors. So the bill creates the Emily Adkins Family Protection Act to improve screening and treatment and measures for prevention of venous thromboembolism, or VT, in Florida residents. Now, Emily is Doug and former Janet Adkins' daughter, Emily, who tragically passed away from a blood clot. Doug, who, as many of you know, is a member of our fellow ALF industry, and his wife, Janet, they took to Tallahassee to pass the bill in Emily's honor. Doug, do you mind standing for a second for the crowd? So as originally filed, the bill would have required ACA to develop standards for ALF residents to include identification of residents who are at risk for developing blood clots and the ALF's response protocols to help access timely treatment. The bill also would have required ACA to develop some core training requirements for ALF administrators to include identification of and responding to residents at high risk of developing blood clots and pulmonary embolisms. So the requirements raised some concern for us, for it would have placed, we felt it would have placed a proactive duty on ALFs to assess and monitor health conditions that may not be immediately obvious, especially for unlicensed staff in ALFs. So as you can see on this slide, hospitals, ASCs, and nursing homes are also affected by the bill. We were able to explain that for assisted living, the underlying issues that the bill was trying to address, they're already being handled at ALFs. Namely, that while administrators and staff that are not trained to monitor for specific disease symptoms, they are trained, you guys will recognize this, to look for significant changes in resident conditions. So if you see it, if you see a change, you say something, and that can include many of the symptoms which can relate to PEs and VTs. So rather than oppose the bills, we believe there was compromise language for us to be supportive, and we were able to work with the bill sponsors and other leadership to amend the bills to provide a consumer information pamphlet containing information about VT, which would include risk factors and how residents can recognize signs and symptoms. And the pamphlet can be given to residents upon admission. So again, along with other requirements for hospitals, ASCs, and nursing homes.